Hey guys, oh my gosh. So here we are, day 10 of my Medicine Wheel Manifestation Program launch, and I wanted to share a really authentic video about why this program has been so important to my life. So, I mean, you already know, I come from this background of being, stressed out, burnt out, overworked, trying too hard, seeking validation from the outside, perfectionism, overachievement, etc. And that, through the shamanic medicine wheel and through my work with my team of spirit, my divine support team, I've slid into the divine feminine as much as possible, right? There's always more work to do. So, I've gotten to embody and embrace my soul purpose and flow and all of that. So that's not the story I want to share today because you already know that one. I want to share how the medicine wheel has worked inside of this program launch, like really personally. So yes, it's day 10. I do have promotion fatigue. I'm like over it. And doors are closing tonight. And so I want to give you guys just one last authentic understanding of why this program is so important and what it can do for you in your life. So if you think about it, I've launched this program 3 times, but I've never done it like this. I did 3 live webinars all by myself. Okay, I did all the tech stuff. I did like showing up live on a webinar, like with a bunch of people. Like I did all of the emails leading up to it and then the emails coming from it and like all the promotional stuff. Like I did all that. And I have a huge sense of accomplishment. Now, I did it all different than I would have done it 5 years ago because of the work that I do now. So let me explain. Whereas in the past, I would have been really attached to the outcome, I would have been really in the realm of shoulds, musts, and have tos. I would have been really in the realm of not feeling safe to be extraordinary and to be clear about what I'm up to in the world and to ask for the sale because I know it's fucking helpful. I would have been clobbered by fear dragons, and I'm pretty certain that this would have never gotten born, right? But because of my work with the medicine wheel, I, through the East, was able to trust fall and surrender and hand it all over and say, Spirit, this is yours. Everything is yours. Who you call into this program is yours. This whole program launch is yours. The results are yours. Everything's yours. From you, for you, to you. Like, this is you. So once I was able to do that with the work of the East, then I was able to just show up and do the work for the work's sake, with no attachment to the outcome, like really free and clear. Then in the South, I called in all the support I needed. So that included support from my family so that I had time to do what I wanted to do for this program. It included support from friends so that I still went out and had fun while I was in this 10-day launch. It included support in terms of calling in my healer healed agreement so that whoever this program is meant for, they are able to see it clearly and they will be attracted to it easily. And it's not something that is going to require any pushing or finagling because they're just going to know. Then in the West, I got really clear on what I wanted to do. I wanted to try this webinar strategy because I'd never done it before. And then in the North, I took a step and I was like, okay. And I did what I needed to do to create the webinar strategy. It wasn't easy, you guys, but it was so simple. But the reason it wasn't easy is not because it was actually hard. Hard is just a construct, right? Hard is just my mind, when it wants to tell me something's hard, it will tell me something's hard. it was hard because it was scary. It was so scary. It was so scary, like doing these webinars and doing this whole thing. It was terrifying. Like, I haven't done this before. I haven't been this big, this extraordinary. I've never, you guys, ever shown up on my personal Facebook live and told people what I do, because those are like all my friends from high school and college, and like, what are they gonna think about me being a shamanic healer, right? But I did it. I showed up. I stood in my truth. I said what was there for me to say. And so it's just such a testament to how the medicine wheel works and the power of working with energy. And yes, I'm tired, but I'm not exhausted. I'm like satisfied, right? Like, I'm like, I fucking did that. And I didn't do it all myself, right? I've got my divine counsel that has been counseling me every step of the way, supporting me every step of the way. I've got the Healer Healed agreements that heard the call and joined the program, and I am so appreciative of each and every one of them and the energy that they bring. So with that, I just wanted to give you guys a real life, totally unedited example of how this shit works. And it never stops working. So I used it to birth my divine purpose, and now I use it to deliver it, to manifest it, to, actualize it in the world. And it continues to hold me over and over and over. So I want this for you too. I want you to have these tools that allow you to birth extraordinary things into the world without fear getting in your way, with a clear divine idea, surrender, unattachment, support, clear vision, and then effortless action, right? Yeah, I worked, okay? It's not to say I didn't work. I worked, and it was inspired work. I wanted to do the work. I loved doing the work. And I loved the reminder that I didn't have to be attached to the outcome, that spirit takes care of 99.9% of everything when I just take the next inspired action. I show up, I do what I'm called to do, and then I hand it right back over, and spirit's got the rest. And whoever is meant to be in this program is in this program. So we already have a great group. And the doors close tonight at midnight. And they will not open again for another year. And I would love, if you are watching this video, hear the call. Feel into this. What would it be like to be able to create big, extraordinary things? I may have made it look really easy. I don't know. I don't know what it looked like to all of you guys. But, like, that was extraordinary, what I just did. Extraordinary. And I couldn't have done that 5 years ago because I would have had so many fear dragons trying to take me out, and I would have had it all on my shoulders thinking, I have to do it. I have to figure this out. I'm doing this all alone. Da-da-da-da-da, right? And I would have completely just burnt myself out, shut myself down, and said, forget it. I'm going to fail. I'm not even going to do this. Because I was constrained by perfectionism. So if there was any threat of failure, I wouldn't do it. I don't even consider failure anymore. Because all I ever do is take the next inspired action. There's no such thing as failure. I just step. It's all a grand experiment. I step and I release. And then I get guided and I step again. And then I release. And then I get guided and I step. And then I release. And then I open and I receive. And I get clear and I step again and I release. And on I go. And like my life just unfolds from the present moment, effortlessly and inspired. So that is how the medicine wheel has shown up in this program launch. It's how it's drawn in the exact perfect people into this program. And if you are one of them, you'll feel it right here. It might feel scary. It might feel expansive. It might feel like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but somehow I know I'm supposed to do this. Or like, of these doubts may be coming up as to why you shouldn't do it, right? Classic fear dragons. But then there's still something in your heart that's like, okay, I'm for once going to look those fears and doubts in the face and take the next inspired action anyway. And if you take that action, I'll take you from there. Trust fall. Learn the art of the trust fall. The medicine wheel will take you from there. Your allies, your guides, and your angels will take you from there. They just need you to take that one step. So with that, this is the last time I'm coming to you on this program. I'm going to put some testimonials up in my stories today so you can see. Doors closed tonight at midnight. They're going to be closed for another year. Who you are and what you're up to in the world is too important to wait another year to birth your dreams and to birth what's there for you. Even if you don't yet know what it is, you will through this program. It will clarify, and it will give you the courage to take the action that's in line with what gets clear to you, as well as the divine support to open the doors and make your way effortless. Okay? Doesn't mean you won't do the work, but the work you're going to do is so inspired that you're not going to not want to do it. And when you're not attached, when you're not in the shoulds and the musts and the have-tos, when all you ever have to do is take the one next action, or get to do, is just take the one next inspired action that you want to take, work flows. Work is easy. It's, you know what I mean? Easy and hard. It's a weird thing. The only reason it ever feels hard is because you're in a should, a must, or a have to, or because you're attached to the outcomes, or because you're afraid to be extraordinary because you don't feel safe to be. You don't feel safe to be as big and amazing and beautiful as you are to the world. Or because you feel like you need the next 10,000 steps when all you ever need is just the next one. And it will lead you everywhere. And then to the next one and the next one and the next one. And then you'll be working with the energy of the directions, of spirit, of your divine support team, of the angels, the guides that are all there for you. Your own intuition will get strengthened and serve as a clear, true north guide for you. And it makes it really fun. And you can get done doing something as extraordinary as I just did and have the same sort of like sleepy satisfaction at what you created, what you co-created with spirit as I do right now. So this is for you if you are uninspired, burnt out, stressed out. If you kind of like the idea of working with energy and the divine realms and the angels and your guides and your intuition and your higher self. If you feel like you were put here on earth for something greater than what you're currently doing, meaning something more meaningful, something that uplifts, inspires, or empowers others. If you feel like you have a combination of gifts that you want to put to higher use, but you're not exactly sure how, gifts, strengths, talents, experiences, how all of that combines into your own medicine for the world, this will clarify that. And if you kind of sort of know you were meant to be a light worker. So if any of those descriptions meet who you are now, join us. You're meant to be here. I called you in, and you called me in too. So with that, I hope to see you on the inside. Doors closed tonight at midnight, and I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. So excited to kick off with our first shamanic healing call tomorrow inside the program, and I hope to see you there. Much love.